Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Moon. I'm here today to introduce our new online coding portal. I'll briefly go over how the system works and what's the benefit for you. IUA portal is a competitive radar, helps you on submissions. It's basically designed to save time for data entry. The portal bridges data from your agent management system or the completed code application into an automated workflow, and it requires you answer on a few additional underwriting questions to complete the submission. With this simple process, you can get an instant call from few markets immediately. Also, you can expect a faster turnaround time from IUA underwriter for other markets that instant code is not available. Our estimated turnaround time is about 20 to 30 minutes for small business comp and workers' comp. Now, look at the main page. You may have your own login already. Our marketing team was making logins for all our retailers. You can access to the portal with your credentials and start to work from today. If you haven't received your login info or having trouble with logging in, please reach out to Eddie Ha with the checkbox on your right side, or send us an email, then he will help you to get an access to it. After you log in, you can see the list of accounts. This is a full submission list submitted from your office to IUA. We are going to upload all submissions we have onto this portal, whether your submission was submitted through this portal or not. So you may check your submission status here anytime. Before you really start to work from here, you need to do one basic setup, which is called Emulate Uplink. Go to Tools and find Emulate Uplink and click it. Uplink is the printer driver that allows you to print a code application into the system. It pulls out data from your file just by printing out. From this page, select your agent management system from the drop-down list and follow the instructions to complete the installation. Once again, this uplink function will be compatible with your system. So if you have your account information in your agent management system, then you can just print out from the system to our portal. Then the information will be transferred into the portal. Okay, once it is installed, you are ready to start. Let's move on to the next step. We will see how to create the account. There are two ways to create the account. The first one is to utilize the uplink function that we just installed. And the second way is manual input that you can use when uplink is not available. Here I prepared the example account. In order for you to use the system, there's one thing you need to keep in mind. Uplink works with readable Accord application only, meaning the PDF file you have has to be editable. It shouldn't be an image file or an handwritten version. If Accord application you have is not readable, then you should input information manually. Click Print button from your PDF file and find Printer Driver, Emulate Uplink, and print. Then the portal requires you to enter your login info. Then send. Then you will be directed to the portal and you can see the page showing account name. From here, just select the line of business you want to quote and then continue. Then account is created. And the second way to create the account is manual input. From the main page, you can see Add New Customer or Prospect button on your left top corner. Click it. It will direct you to New Insured Page. You need to enter basic information such as name, address, and phone number, and then continue. The second way is manual input. Go to the Insured Page. On the left top corner, you can see the blue color button, Add New Customer or Prospect. Click it. It will direct you to New Insured Page. You need to enter basic information such as name, address, and phone number, and then continue. Select line of business, effective date and expiration date, and an expiring or a target premium if available. When you click continue, it will bring you to the same page showing your account is created. Once the account created, you will move on to this page. So let's see what information is available here. Go to the Insure tab. You can see Insure basic info such as name, address, and FEIN was transferred from the Accord application to the portal. In the next tab, you can see the name, line of business, effective date, and status of the quote. The next thing, you can see few markets available for you to choose. You can choose the market you want to approach. You may see only few markets here. However, we are not limited to these markets only. So please continue submission even though the market you want to try is not listed here. And look at the lightning symbols next to the carrier's name. So these carriers are the markets you can get instant quote from. You can see instant quote as soon as you complete the questions below. Or other markets without lightning symbols, your assigned underwriter will review and he or she will get you an answer within a short time. Next thing is a status symbol. There are 4 types of symbols. The first one is A with orange color, which means the risk is acceptable. However, portal needs more info to complete the quote. It will turn to green when you complete the requirements below. And you may see U symbol, which means the risk is under review, and D means decline. When you put your mouse on the symbol, it will give you details. And it is also hyperlinked. You can click it, then it will address you to the place that you need to work on. And lastly, you can see the red color numbers below. These are the numbers of questions that you need to complete before you submit to IUA. Once red numbers are all cleared, submit button on your right up side turns to green, and it's a signal that you can submit to IUA. To make your work easier, there's a checkbox on your right-hand side saying required unanswered only. Check this box out. The portal will display mandatory questions only. Earlier in this session, we went over two different ways to create the account. You can see the difference between uplink and manual input from here. So let's compare the red numbers between two accounts. Numbers from the account that I used uplink function has only 5-6 questions to complete. However, when we see the account with manual input has much more questions to answer. It is because Uplink extract written information from a code application while I enter very basic information on the manual input. So I highly recommend you to utilize Uplink function to shorten your time for the submission. The questions are required from carrier's web coding system, but not provided in your Accord application. And these are very simple and straightforward, so you can complete this quick and easy. And once you complete all general questions here, then you can see questions are cleared, but submit button under the action tab hasn't been changed to green yet. So let's see what information is needed more. So put your mouse on the A with the orange color, then it shows the limits are not selected yet. So click it and select the limit you want to code and close. And the submit button, change it to green. So just click it to complete your submission. Your submission is completed and there are two instant codes were generated. The premium is also filled out so you can compare the prices between markets. And when you click it, you can access to the code. And as you can see, this is a formal and approved code from the carrier. So you can download the code and use it immediately for your client. And the status is changed to code prepared for AmTrust and employers. For other carriers without this lightning symbol will be changed once your underwriter works for your submission. And the name under the contact tab is updated as well. Also, you can see your underwriter's name appears on contact column. So if you need any change or question, you can reach out to him or her by email or the phone call. As soon as the account created, your assigned underwriter receives an email notification of this submission. So he or she will work on the carriers, including markets listed here and other markets, and then upload the code onto the same page. Then you will be able to check the submission status from the page. And the next thing and the last topic I'll go over is adding a new line of business. Especially for this small business, you can get a chance to code multiple lines of businesses. So for this insured, we coded workers' comp only. However, if you have Bob submission to code, then you don't have to make another name of insured, but you can add a line of business onto the same name of insured. So click triangle next to the status tab and click create new. And then enter line of business you want to code. and continue. Then you will see workers' comp and Bob are available under the same name of insured. And you can also utilize the Uplink function for the existing accounts as well. So print out from the PDF file, choose Uplink as the printer driver, print, input your login info, send, and then choose the line of business, and then continue. You will see the account is already existed on the portal. So you can just update existing, then you will see the business owner's policy is created under the same name of insured. Also, you can switch between lines from here. This is all for the today's webinar. Please feel free to contact your assigned underwriter, Eddie, Ricky, and Aaron, myself, if you have any questions about the system. I will also send you over a PPT file covering today's session. You may use it for your reference for later. Thank you.